CyHi the Prynce, the critically acclaimed lyricist and longtime collaborator of Kanye West, has never shied away from expressing his loyalty to the controversial rap icon. Even amid years of public scandals, polarizing headlines, and widespread backlash against West, CyHi continues to stand by his friend and creative partner. But why? In a recent interview, CyHi explained his enduring support for Kanye, saying that the public has fundamentally misunderstood the man behind the controversy. For CyHi, Kanye West is more than a soundbite, more than a viral moment. He's a misunderstood genius whose complexity gets lost in the noise. A decade-plus friendship forged in music. CyHi and Kanye West's relationship spans more than a decade. The Atlanta rapper was signed to GOOD Music in 2010 and has played a key role in some of Kanye's most acclaimed projects. He's co-written lyrics on tracks from My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Yeezus, and The Life of Pablo, offering some of the poetic punch behind Ye's most introspective lines. Over time, their bond evolved beyond the studio. CyHi has often described the as a big brother figure who believed in his talent when many others didn't. That foundation of mutual respect has made CyHi one of the few people in Kanye's circle who has stayed consistent through thick and thin. The public narrative versus the private, the speaking candidly. CyHi claims the version of Kanye portrayed in the media is drastically different from the man he knows privately. What people see online is maybe 5% of who the really is, CyHi said. He's brilliant, he's caring, and he actually listens when you know how to talk to him. For CyHi, much of Kanye's behavior that gets labeled as erratic or egotistical is actually rooted in artistic frustration and a deep-seated desire to challenge the system. He believes Ye's intentions are often lost in translation, especially when he voices them in ways that clash with societal norms or political correctness. Kanye's not crazy, he's just different. And sometimes, different scares people, CyHi explained. Standing by despite political and social backlash, perhaps the most controversial period of Kanye's career came during his public support for Donald Trump, the infamous MAGA hat appearances, and his erratic 2020 presidential run. These moves drew intense criticism from fans, fellow artists, and the media, causing even some of Ye's most loyal supporters to distance themselves. But CyHi didn't budge. Instead of abandoning his friend, he tried to offer context. He wasn't trying to offend the culture, CyHi said of Kanye's political choices. He was trying to expose the way systems manipulate black people, Democrats or Republicans. He just didn't say it the way the public wanted him to. CyHi doesn't necessarily agree with all of Kanye's actions but insists that loyalty doesn't mean blind endorsement. We challenge each other behind the scenes, he admitted. But you don't turn your back on someone who gave you opportunity, love, and respect, especially when the world's already against them. Addressing the anti-Semitism controversy when Kanye came under fire for anti-Semitic remarks in late 2022, it sparked global backlash, causing Adidas and others to cut ties with him. It was perhaps the lowest point of Ye's public perception, and the one where most celebrities and collaborators went silent. CyHi, again, didn't condone the comments, but he didn't walk away either. What Ye said was wrong. He knows that now, CyHi remarked in a later interview. But canceling someone doesn't help them grow. Dialogue does. Correction does. That's what I tried to give him. This nuanced stance, condemning the action while not abandoning the person, reflects a more humanized approach to accountability. Something rare in today's cancel culture climate. Brotherhood beyond the music. CyHi's loyalty stems not just from artistic collaboration, but from what he describes as a spiritual connection. He credits Kanye with helping him survive his own darkest moments, both personally and professionally. I've been through a lot, CyHi shared, referencing past struggles with violence and industry setbacks. Ye was one of the few people who saw me when I was invisible. He told me I mattered. This depth of friendship has created a sense of duty within CyHi to protect Kanye not just from media judgment, but sometimes from himself. We need more love, not less, in a world where association with controversy often leads to guilt by proximity. CyHi the Prynce stands firm in his belief that love and loyalty shouldn't be conditional. He believes that is someone who is perpetually evolving and trying to figure out how to use his voice responsibly in a world that either idolizes or demonizes him. We need more people willing to pull others up, not just cancel them, CyHi said. Ye's made mistakes. Who hasn't? But he's also given more to the culture than most people ever will. Looking ahead, will they collaborate again? CyHi teased the possibility of future projects with Kanye, hinting that the eyes in a creative space again, and working on new material. While he didn't confirm any upcoming releases, CyHi made it clear that he's open to collaborating again when the time is right. "I'll always ride for the," he said. "Not because he's perfect, but because I know who he really is." Final thoughts. In a music industry where loyalty often gives way to opportunism, CyHi the Prynce's steadfast support of Kanye West offers a rare look into the complexity of real friendships under public scrutiny. While not excusing harmful behavior, CyHi advocates for understanding over outrage, growth over exile. His message is clear. Behind the headlines and controversies lies a human being, one who flaws and all deserves compassion, correction, and connection.